Let's take a look at this problem. We got 6x squared plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. And we want to solve this polynomial equation with the zero factor property. And zero factor property says first get 0 on one side, which we have. So that's fine. Second part says to factor. Well, this factor is using the key number method. The reason why I know it's key number method is because we've got x squared, x, no x, and there's a number in front of your x squared. Now with the key number, we're going to take our number at the beginning times the number at the end, ignoring signs. So we take the 6 right here times the 2. And that gives us 12. Now we want to come up with our 3 columns. Our P column for product. All the products give us 12. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. The S column, S for sum. We want to add these together. 1 plus 12 is 13, 2 plus 6 is 8, 3 plus 4 is 7. The difference column, we want to subtract them, smaller from larger. The difference, 12 minus 1 is 11, 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 minus 3 is 1. Now the number we're looking for is a number before our middle term, which is a 1, which is right here, so we're going to use 3 and 4. Now we're going to rewrite our middle term using those two numbers. Our larger number in the P column that we're using, which is the 4, will always be the same sign as the middle term, which in this problem was positive. So we got plus 4x. The number I circled in the difference column, D for different signs, so if the 4 is positive, the 3 has to be negative. Well, then we want to factor by grouping. I group the first two terms together, group the last two terms together. The GCF of the first group, they both have a 2 and an x in common, and that gives us 3x plus 2. Now for our second grouping here, they have nothing in common, but my first term's negative. And remember, if first term's negative, you always bring out a negative. So factor out a negative 1, and that gives us 3x plus 2. Remember, our goal with key number with grouping is to get this parentheses same as this, which they are. So I'll factor out a 3x plus 2. Now to see what goes in your second set of parentheses, you can cross out these 3x plus 2's. Now what isn't crossed out is what goes right here, which would be 2x minus 1. Okay, now we're ready for the zero factor property. Zero factor property says you get 0 on one side, you factor the other side, you set each factor equal to 0. So I'm going to set 3x plus 2 equal to 0, and I'll set 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now we want to solve each one of these. So in this one, I'm going to take the 2 over to the right side. It becomes a negative 2. Then I want to divide both sides by the number in front of our x, so we'll divide by 3. And those 3's cancel. And we get x is equal to negative 2/3. Now in this one, we got 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. I'll take negative 1 over to the right side, and it becomes a positive 1. Divide both sides by 2, the number in front of the x. And those 2's cancel. And we got x is equal to 1/2. So our answers are negative 2/3 and 1/2.